All right, everyone, we got a good one tonight. This is our special 100th episode anniversary. We are doing the top 5. What else? Top 5 moments of all time.
Welcome to Top 5 with Joey Cassata. Starring Joey Cassata.
Team Jesus, my friend. No! Am I walking around park?
Co-starring Ernie Palooza. And the Doctor, Tommy Snyder.
Goddamn.
Now here's your host, Joey Cassata.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Top 5. I'm your host, Joey Cassata.
And I'm, according to my list, narcissistic.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And of course, we got some special friends down there. We got the Doctor. There he is. He's returned for the 100th episode. I don't know what he's wearing on his head, but he's back. What's up, Doc?
From the gravel yard.
Narcissistic. No, that's all I gotta say. That's today's word.
Guys, this is going to be great. This is our 100th episode, if you can believe this. And I had a little surprise for you guys tonight. We didn't hit the milestone yet, but I'm hoping it'll be perfect timing. If we do this 100th episode, we release it and we get the regular decent numbers that we always get, we will surpass 1 million views.
You're so full of crap.
Swear to God. Million views.
Yes, what countries are we? I haven't been on in a while. Are you guys still keeping track of what countries?
Of course, we're nationwide. Ernie's still got the fan base down below in Australia. The Germans are still there.
5 of them? All 5 of them?
There's a couple Germans. I think a couple of them are sitting on the Berlin Wall watching right now.
Nice.
But we're global. We're not a local market. We're not Wayne's World, baby. We are.
You're sitting on the Berlin Wall looking for Russians. I never thought we'd say that again.
But seriously, we could almost say we're a platinum podcast, which is crazy. We've sold more records probably than all the Enough's Enough records combined, Ernie.
Let me ask you, how do you know it's 1 million? Do you know what the number 1 million looks like?
I'm guessing. I haven't seen this many zeros before, so I'm just guessing.
Okay.
But I think that's a cool milestone. If we hit it in this episode, it'd be a lot of fun. Obviously, this episode, we had so many different ideas to do, but I just thought, always like when you see TV shows or you see stuff, they always wind up doing like those greatest hits episodes. And that's what I figured we should do. Because we had so many great moments, so many great episodes that we talk about off air all the time. And I figured let's go over some of the funniest moments that we've ever experienced on the show. And even looking back, like even a couple of the things you already said tonight, both of you, I forgot about. So I think this is going to be great. I'm going to have a hard time remembering what episodes some of them are in. So if you guys can help me and I'll help you, and viewers can write in if we forgot what episodes it is, I'd love to post some of the clips. So, but before we dig in, we've been off here, on and off here and there, Doc. We only did one episode last week. Before that, we were off for weeks. So what have you been up
guys to? Told me you sent a text. I said, okay. I never heard from you again. I'm like, this. I'm supposed to be on this thread anymore. I actually looked up the episode and you still had me. Goddamn. Still had me there. So I'm like, all right, I wasn't fired yet. So
no, we've just been busy. We haven't done them. We've been slacking. So, but we're back regular now.
You want to reach out? Yeah, all right, I'll be there. Tumbleweeds.
Don't worry, Doc. We're back, baby.
We're back. We're black. We're better than ever. Let's go.
All right. Well, before we dig in, you know what we got to play. Now, Doctor's not at work tonight, so I'm not sure if he's taking a little sip off of Grandma's cough medicine tonight. Let's see. We're going to play the infamous Doctor. What are you drinking tonight?
Try something new tonight.
Uh-oh.
Staying sober?
Ernie, if you commuted to Manhattan every day and went to bed every night, would you warm cookies and milk and in bed by 10 o'clock to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning? You'd be amazed how much I can't do that anymore
Do
and
you know
how
what
old I am. But here we go.
do you know what would happen, Ernie, if he had warm milk at night?
And cookies.
Oh, Crown Royal Peach.
It's very nice. I told you I don't like the vanilla. Horrible.
Too sweet?
I'm particular to the apple. I like the apple. But this peach it's peachy.
Nice. Well, that's nice.
It's,
Looks
it's, it's peachy.
It looks fruity. Hey, yeah, make it fruity.
It takes. I was
Ernie.
telling. All right, go ahead. Maybe we're
No,
going to go to the Montreal. We'll be here all night.
Who are you telling a story to? Go ahead.
We were saying I was talking to my Irish buddy. I took them out to lunch today. You know, it's Christmas time. I took off tomorrow, so took the guys out for lunch.
Why can't he just be your buddy? Why does he got to be your Irish buddy?
Because he's off the boat Irish. So I was explaining after 9/11 when we went up to Montreal to hang out with our Italian Canadian friends, how we almost kicked the crap out of every French Canadian there after 9/11 because they were kind of like insinuating that we had it coming, 9/11. And I said, one of my friends kind of said, how do you say it in French? I'll kick your ass. I said, my friend Joey.
Oh my God. That was Montreal. We got to do it again. We haven't. When was the last time we went to Montreal? Oh, Babel's ruined Montreal. We can't go back. What am I talking about?
Yeah, when I went back for my bachelor party, I threw up every 20 miles on my way back to Pennsylvania.
And you got whipped.
I got whipped. Angel of death.
Ernie, what are you drinking tonight? I see something happening over there. Is that Zima?
No, peach Moscato.
Peach.
MYX.
Is it really peach too?
Peach Moscato, it says.
What is happening to us? The 100th episode, you guys are going fruity.
Mosquito? Fusions, it says.
You're drinking peach mosquito infusions?
I don't know how to pronounce MYX. Mix.
Peach mosquito infusion.
I have a new number. Hold on, I have a new number one. Hold on.
Mosquito infusion. Ernie, why are you drinking it? You're having it inserted right into your blood.
I said I need something alcoholic, and this is what she handed me.
What's the proof on that bad boy, Ernie?
Let me see. 5.5%.
Whoa, Ernie.
Calm
down then. Relax.
All right, tonight I cracked open a little special. This is a special Islay Scotch. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Ernie, how would you pronounce this? Can you read that?
Oh, yeah. Ernie, go for it.
But a habit.
Yeah, I think that's pretty close. Am I wrong?
But a habit.
It's really good.
The priest from the Omen.
This is 112 proof, Doc.
Let me take a step. What?
Look.
Are you out of your head?
112. 56.6% alcohol.
That's good, Joe. You go for it.
And hundreds of, listen, million views.
Someone won't be married tomorrow.
You guys are drinking peach. I'm going for 106 proof. 112 proof.
If anything like Devil Springs, you won't be married tomorrow.
All right, let's dig in. So I think we got a great episode. We had obviously hundreds and hundreds of funny moments, but I want to pick our top 5 favorite moments and or episodes. Some whole episodes are moments in themselves. So, Doc,
we can remember.
Yes, that's true. Let's start with you. What do you got at number 5?
Who's you?
Doc.
Yes.
I said Doc. We'll start with you.
No, you said let's start with you. Two youths.
Oh, you beat me too, you bastard.
All right. By the way, look what I got. It took me 4 hours to get home from Manhattan tonight.
Why?
It's the holiday weekend, and I left at 3 like an asshole. 4 hours to get back here. And if I had a banana in a car, I would have got out of the car in traffic on Route 80. I would have shoved it in my tailpipe, and I would have fiscated. Look at me, tell Ernie. Fiscated.
Fiscated myself.
asphyxiated myself, I would have been driving like this in the car. So I just died. So if I had a banana, I wouldn't be here right now. So
Uh,
you see the common topic tonight? Fruit.
you're right. You guys are really making this fruity.
Okay, here we go. Number 5. I have Epps. Okay, I love making fun of Billy. It's such a pile on it. He was going through a tough time, but you know how relentless we are. And we were coming up. I think the episode was worst movies, action movies ever.
Oh yes.
And Ernie and Billy went to defense. Somehow he's twisted it to Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible. So I changed my whole list from what I had to Mission Impossible 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, but Billy's pick was Mission Impossible 3 or 4. It wasn't even like 1, right?
I think it was.
All I said, I just changed my list every time I went. I'm like this: Mission Impossible 2, Mission Impossible 3, and he's like getting all pissed off. You don't understand. It was
you don't
great.
give it a chance.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
Oh, that was a good. I totally forgot about that one.
I had it on my list. I'm crossing it off now.
What was that episode? Was it best action movies? Maybe.
Worst movies.
No, Billy would never. Billy really loved that.
He defended. He defended. I think Mission Impossible.
Ernie, what do you think it was?
It's on my list. Favorite movies of all time, episode 30.
Really, Ernie? Is it really on your list?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
How about I know it's episode 30? Big head choosing Mission Impossible.
Oh my god!
Ernie's 2XL.
Cross it off now.
Ernie's 2XL.
He really does look like 2XL if you really look at him.
We also made fun of Billy with Wolfgang Van Halen. Anytime when we did favorite bands or stuff like that.
Yep.
He mentioned Wolfgang, we just ripped him apart.
No, it was like build your favorite band, and he picked Wolfgang, not Alex or Eddie.
You know what? Yeah. I left that off my list, but that was a good one too. I remember my band still.
Great start. Making fun of Billy, of course, is always
Ernie, great. Billy Bighead. I like it, Ernie.
What is his name now?
Oh, great start. Come on, Ernie. What do you got? Number 5.
The great kazoo.
Oh, this as I said, they're all me. So because I'm so narcissistic.
Narcissistic.
Episode 87 from the worst moments in history. When you take lemons and you turn them into dead dogs.
Oh, that was tell Tim Doc. You don't know this one. Tell Doc that one.
What? Wait, hold on a second. Let me think about this. Yeah, no, I can't even figure that one out. Go ahead.
One of the members of KISS got arrested, and they searched his house, and they found dead dogs in canisters in his garage.
True story.
What do you mean canisters?
They were like barrels.
In barrels.
Okay.
There were dead dogs in barrels. Vinnie Vincent.
What?
Yep.
The great Vinnie Vincent that was that played drums on Dio's.
No, that's Vinny Appice.
Oh, Appice.
I knew you didn't have the right person when you said the great.
You said apple. I'm on fruit. We're still on fruit. We got apple, peaches, and bananas so far covered. Where's this going?
Well, we turned this terrible, terrible moment into did you see a sign on my garage that said dead dog storage?
Awful. And that was episode 87, Ern?
Yeah.
Can I weigh in on this a little bit?
Please do.
Yes. Obviously, I wasn't a part of this because I would have been there all night. But did you have Paul Stanley's wig falling off live? No?
Paul doesn't wear a wig. What are you talking about?
Come on, it's on YouTube. He goes like this, and his wig comes right off because his hair's pinned. Is that
true?
That is absolutely true.
I mean, I know he wears one, but you saw it come off? You got to send me that clip.
No, you literally YouTube Kiss. But this is not the one when he's on fire. That's another one. And by the way, he was pretty cool with that. I got to be honest with you. The guy was on fire, and he didn't even flinch. He kept playing, and he knew he was on fire. So I give him kudos for that one. But the one time he going like this, he put his head back, and the wig went off, and his hair was so pinned down with bobby pins. and he had to put it back on.
Are you sure it was Paul and
No,
not like a tribute guy?
absolutely, Joey. If
All right.
if Ozzy tripped on stage or fell on stage, you would know too. You
Listen,
would
I
have
love
it.
it. I'll definitely look it up.
And is this also one of the Kiss guys living underneath the pier in Rockaway Beach or Coney Island?
How great was that story, Peter? They really thought Peter Chris was on
Yeah,
Donahue.
there
They
was a
thought
guy
he
that
was
looked like
yeah.
him. Right?
And Roseanne and Tom Arnold went to the pier and gave the guy money.
Really? You gotta
Yes,
be kidding me.
gave
I
the
didn't
guy
know the whole
money.
story.
Yeah. All right,
That's
Ernie.
funny.
Nice pick. Dead Dogs is always a good pick. Nice work.
Folks.
All right, my number 5. I do not remember what
Right.
episode this is from.
Dead creatures of the night. That's what they're called.
Hopefully, you guys remember. So this is the moment. Ernie was always picked on by Doctor. Punched, did this, did that to him. Always made him out to be, Ernie was always the guy that Doctor picked on, and Doctor was the bully, right?
The
And
victim. He played the victim.
Ernie finally stood up to him, and he called him for what he is.
Oh boy!
And the nickname stuck. We got T-shirts and everything. The day the Doc Monster was born, Ernie called you. He said, "You know what? You're the monster."
I gotta keep talking about it. There were many times when I had nobody. I had no friends, nobody to play with, all because of Tommy. There's a small piece of my heart that still can't forgive you. You're a monster.
All right. That's awesome. My defense, Ernie Cole clocked me in it. Ernie was the first one to hit in the face. Billy was doing it for years. But me and Ernie never raised our fists above our heads. We'd hit each other in the stomach. We'd wrestle. Ernie had enough one day. Jeremy from Pearl Jam.
Yep, just like that.
He hit me right. He cold cocked me right in the temple. Knocked me almost out cold on my back. But Greg Prasa, I believe, was a part of this episode and kind of said Ernie was a fucking wise ass. Greg had my back on this one. He goes, Ernie wasn't that innocent at all, Greg said. And I'm glad Greg had my back. So, Greg, thanks, buddy. Appreciate
Ernie, do you remember what episode this was?
Tom, this is Joey's choice. Go ahead, Joe.
Ernie, do you remember what episode this was?
Yes, this was Best Christmas Presents of the Kid, episode 52.
No, the one with Doc Monster?
Yeah, Best Christmas Present. It was about 2XL.
Oh, you sure? What episode number 52?
Greg was a part of that.
Best Christmas presents?
Yeah, as a kid.
Perfect. What? That was a Christmas present from you to me? Punch me in the face? What do you
Right.
It was about 2XL.
Merry Christmas, Tommy. Wow.
Merry Christmas, Nami.
Merry Christmas. Wow.
I can't believe we have two XL references already. We're only 20 minutes in.
We got three fruits. Two XLs.
Yep.
Come on, Ernie. Back to you. Number 4.
Wait a minute. Real quick. Greg Prose went on to say why he was an antagonist. Like when when we were kids playing football, he had the only football on the block. He'd take the football home with him. Or when we needed the football to play, he wouldn't come out of the house. So we asked for a football. So none of us had Odyssey 2. We all had Atari 2600 and television. He was the only one on the block with Odyssey. So when we walked up to the front door, can we have your football? He handed us Odyssey football.
No.
Odyssey football. Yes. Knowing that no one had Odyssey. And he knew the football that we wanted. You see the prick? The victim here. Yeah, Greg Prose brought that up, by the way. And I'm the one to get punched in the face. Merry Christmas.
Oh, God. One time.
I do love that that's the Christmas episode. I was really looking today, and I didn't even cross my mind to look at the Christmas episode.
Ernie had a ribbon on his hand when he punched me in the throat.
Come on, Ernie. Number 4. What do you got?
I think it's up to Tommy, no?
Oh, yeah, Doc. I'm sorry. Number 4.
We're still going from 5 to 1, 1 to 5.
Yes, we go.
I'm
This
joking.
is the 100th episode. We go backwards.
5. Okay. Really enjoyed. I wasn't a part of it. Really enjoyed the Enough's Enough episode. I think you guys kissed Donnie's ass a little much. He's a very wordy guy. Like, he just droned on and
Oh yeah,
on
he
and on.
talked a lot.
I would have hit him with a lot of questions about Chip, where they stand now. Probably a lot of legal shit he wouldn't have been able to answer. But I would have asked him a lot of personal shit, like, I know you were on heroin at the time. No, it's a known fact. If you One of my favorite albums is Tweaked by Enough's Enough. The whole album is dedicated to it. But I would ask, like, how do you feel with Chip carrying on without you? And I would have supported Donnie. I would have said, Donnie, I ain't going to see Enough's Enough because Enough's Enough is not Enough's Enough without you. But he's a wordy guy. You gave him too much. If you were looking for tuna on a boat, too much line you gave. I would have reeled him in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I agree. It was a great episode. I agree, but it's hard with guys like that. I wanted him to feel comfortable to tell us stories about his songs,
And he did.
and he did,
sat
and
there
that's what I wanted.
and talked.
Yeah, I mean, we could have edited it down, but I don't
I would
want
have
to.
got personal though. I would have got a little
Yeah.
personal. Don't we really want to know about? Are you ever going to get back together on Us Enough? Why aren't you touring with your own band?
Nobody
I
is
call it
touring.
Enough Without Chip. Something. I don't care what you call the band.
I wanted to hear more about the songs. I wanted to hear his thoughts on the records, like his thoughts on like was it Seven? Like Seven was one of my favorite records, but he's like,
Right.
oh, that's all demos. That wasn't even like a real record. That like blew my mind. It was like, what?
Yeah, I see. I agree with you because you didn't know the waters. You didn't know. I don't think I've ever seen him interviewed.
Me
You
either.
guys like,
Yeah.
yeah. So you guys were going. You're giving him the respect, but when he started droning on about how he does it, I was like, okay. I want to know about the nitty gritty. What happened with Chip? How do you feel about them touring without you? You got to be hurt. How do you feel about Chip's voice compared to yours? Like, I would have been like,
do you think he would have went? I'll tell you the real reason I didn't go into that. Very recently, right before that, I know Chip too, so I jammed with Chip. Last thing I wanted to do was burn the bridge. You know what I mean? So, but do you think he would have even answered those questions? What do you think?
I think if you would have put it nicely, like not what I'm saying.
So don't
And
say,
Joe, you would have been the one to ask it. I mean, it would have been thought about and in a nice way. Like, I would have submitted you those questions beforehand and let you judge. It's your podcast. I would have let you judge it. But it would have been very interesting, nicely, to say, how do you feel about like us four here that we respect Chip?
Yeah.
But none of us, a lot of the people we know, let's put it that way, refuse to see the band without you singing. And it's an insult. I almost bought tickets to see Enough's Enough down in Allentown. And then I realized, I read the papers. I'm like, Donnie's not even a part of it. That's how I first found out. I'm like, I would have been very upset that day.
So it wouldn't have been good to let Ernie do the interview and talk about, like he does with Dead Dogs and stuff like that. He doesn't have the couth. Right, Ern?
Coof.
Coof? What's coof?
Coof. What's coof?
No, great. Yeah, good pick.
No, I think that was a milestone for your podcast.
That was a good episode. That has a lot of views, that episode. Yeah, that was a good one. That got us close to the 1 million mark, baby.
They're a very loved band.
Come on, Bernie. What do you got? Number 4.
Bernie! Bernie! Who did that?
Mike Rat, right?
Sure. I don't remember.
Mike Rat. You know we're from Brooklyn when we talk like this.
Wasn't it Mike Rat in the Hamptons?
The guys in Germany are going like this. Mike Rat. Mike Rat. Achtung, Mike Rat. What does Americans speak of? Rat. That's Russian. I'm sorry. I haven't polished up on my German lately.
Okay. From the Playground reunion episode, episode 51. My number one choice, my favorite thing about Playground was me.
What do you mean your number one choice? We're on 3.
My favorite thing about Playground from that episode. when we had to pick our five favorite things.
Oh,
Remember?
that was your number one.
And number one was me.
Oh, God Almighty,
What am I missing here? What is he saying?
Ernie,
Me.
explain that to him, please.
Ernie, it sounds like calculus. What?
We had to pick our top five favorite things about Playground.
Yes.
When I got to my number one, I said my number one most favorite thing about Playground was me.
I remember. So that's his moment. He loved him picking himself as the best playground moment.
And the soft toilet paper in every bathroom. He shit before every show.
But what I loved was the reaction I got.
Oh, unbelievable.
What, from shitting?
From the for choosing that choice. But yes, that as well. Yes.
Well, I just want to go into a little deeper. When you were the manager / promoter / number one fan, every time before a show, you got nervous for us, and you had to take a shit somewhere.
Well, that has expanded now to anytime I'm about. By the way,
Wait, anytime what?
anytime I have to leave the house.
We're getting older. What happens?
But listen,
It's not the worst thing in the world because I go out.
Ernie, it's great when we get older. The kids, we used to tell the kids, "You have to pee, you have to shit before we get in the car. Let us know because we're going on for a little ride." Now the kids go, "Dad, you have to pee and shit before we get in the car." It's great. It's fantastic.
I actually put them all in the car first, and then I come back.
Life is good when it reverses itself. It's fantastic. You put diapers on them? No, we wear the depends. It's awesome.
you got the little tent, Ernie, that you still go around with to poop.
The what?
He's got the portable potty. It's a little tent he can pull up on the side of the road.
Oh my God! What episode was that? I remember that being talked about.
I don't remember. We talked about that.
Ernie? Now Ernie's going to just throw a number out there and we're going to believe him. This is what he does with the rock and roll.
Episode 61.
Talked about it in
That song was 1962, number 3 in Britain, and number 14 in the United States. And we all go like this. Okay.
we talked about that in a bunch of episodes. I got the little bucket for a toilet and a quick tent. The second you pull the strap, it opens. Becomes like instant tent.
It's like the little kids' tunnels that they go in. It goes whoop.
Yes.
Exactly.
The tunnel attaches to his ass and goes to a bucket. He looks like a centipede taking a shit.
The tunnel doesn't go on his ass.
Now, that would be better. Yes.
You look like a centipede taking a shit. Nice.
Oh my God. All right. My number 4, I'm going to go with. Now, I do not remember the episode. And I don't remember if this was the first time we did this or not, but it was early on, when we started coming up with the new segment. Doc, what are you drinking now? I don't even remember the name of the alcohol. You got to remind me. I think it was some kind of maple something. You did the. What was it? Like Rosie's maple.
Oh, no. 2 different things. One was Maple Creek, something like that. And the other one was Rosie's Snake Bite, something weird.
Whatever it was, when you did the commercial, like Lucy on fucking I Love Lucy. And we kept going back to the commercial and you kept getting more drunk. And you were like, do you want to get rid of your family? Drink Rosie's maple syrup, whatever the hell it was called. I forget what it was called.
Yeah, I remember.
When I was editing that episode, I was crying.
Yeah, I still got my family. Amazing.
Ernie, what episode? Any idea?
I can't think of it right now, but I'm sure it'll come to me.
If you remember, let me know. I tried to look for it today. It was early on.
I was at Joey's.
Yeah.
I can't do this. I was at someone else's job. If Babbles ever saw any of this shit.
Oh, you don't know where he is. He just fucking, he's like this.
I was telling someone yesterday. Oh, in the same thing. Someone told me, "Oh, you had to see what I did to my friend's house." I said, "You had to be there when Joey woke up one day and I had his head by a ponytail and my hand around his throat." He goes, "What?" I was just telling. This is funny. You brought this up. We were in Babel's basement. No, in his new apartment.
Yes.
In Bergen Beach, and he left us alone like idiots. Like he's an idiot, and we got so hammered. We rearranged all his CDs in alphabetical order. We took them all out alphabetical order.
It doesn't
And if
sound
you
bad,
knew
but
our
if you know
time,
Babbles, he's
yeah, if you knew him, everything is checks and balances. Everything's got to be a certain way. Then we started going to the family album, cutting his mother's head off, put it on Men's Health magazine. So she's down the front of the magazine. God rest her soul.
he
And
was
she's
so
all flexed
mad.
out. She's all flexed out. And he's at work. And this is during the day. So we're there at night. We've been there for 6 hours. We're hammered. So now we go to bed. We go to
Possibly
bed.
drinking boxed wine, right? Boxed wine, maybe that was
No, we were doing more than that, I think.
Oh, maybe.
No drugs, just alcohol, because
No.
me and you were both against that shit. So we went, because who needs that when you're an alcoholic? But anyway, so we went in the bedroom and we went to sleep. We woke up the next day. He had to do a double, and it was like 100 degrees outside. And he had his efficient AC window unit on Energy Saver.
Oh.
And it kicked off. Well, I'll let you finish. What
The
happened
middle
when
of
it
the
was 90
night,
degrees in the room?
middle of the night, we're out cold sleeping. We have basically borderline alcohol poisoning. And so we're unconscious. We're not really sleeping. You know, when you fall into that unconscious state when you're drinking, and the fucking high efficient flux capacitor AC goes off. And it goes off because it's saving energy. And I don't know why it never kicked back on, but it doesn't kick back on. And we don't realize it. So we're slowly cooking. And the temperature's going from 68 to 72, 78, 84, 96. So once it hits the 90s, I don't know what happened to Tommy, but he was having a dream that I think he was on the beaches of Normandy. And Nominee. And he's on top of me, and he's got my hair was in a ponytail. He's got me pinned to the pillow, and he's got his hand around my throat choking me. And I just wake up totally calm, like, what are you doing?
He stayed. One, he couldn't move. I had his head ponytail to the pillow.
I'm completely pinned, and I'm also in a coma from the alcohol / heat stroke.
Wakes up and goes, "What are you doing?" He stayed completely calm, talking me through it like a rape victim.
And he's like this.
You don't need to do this. It's okay. I was like, I snapped out of it. I was sleeping with my eyes open.
Put the AC back on.
Yeah.
Don't kill me.
We got things to do in Joey's house we haven't done yet. Well, either way, we were never allowed back in the apartment. He didn't talk to us for like 2 months. That was it. But getting back.
All right, come on, Doc. We're up to yours. Number 3.
Okay. Okay, 3. I do have an idea. There was an app of I'm not sure how it was, but how the neighborhood has changed and the things we wish didn't change. I mean, Paul. And I had something about dancing with hanging out with the crazy guy. We were dancing around him. Like now, the homeless guy is like the parents would tell you to stay away from him. But we had this guy Stewie. He was entertainment. All the little kids used to follow him through the neighborhood, a lunatic. And it was so great. I think Joey brought up sketching on the back of the bus.
Mm-hmm. I think there was 2 different episodes. It was one we did, what do we miss about the old neighborhood, and one we did crazy things as kids. Maybe I don't know which one it was.
It was the crazy things, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the crazy things. Because sketching and hanging out with homeless people that were crazy, and your parents told you crazy, they still didn't care. We give him a quarter and he'd dance and sing, and you were hanging off buses and sketching in the snow. And there's 5 other.
Yeah.
I don't remember the other ones.
You're so right, but think about that. You're right, because we had a crazy guy in our neighborhood too. I mean, we would live around the corner from each other, but we had a guy that would walk around too. We knew he's nuts, and you just, you hang out with him and you make him do crazy things. But think about letting your kids do that right now. It never happened, right, Ernie? Picture your kids.
His mother was crazy. Esther had a crazy son. They were like the homeless people in Marine Park growing up. Like, that's like a rich neighborhood back in the day. That's like a premium. Ernie, you remember Stu and you remember Esther?
When the Saints.
Oh, when the Saints. He put on this black voice. He was so round. He was like a bowling. He was built like a bowling pin.
Stewie was.
Oh, when the Saints. Yeah, that's what he used to sing. And Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest show on earth. And all the kids would go, we'd all like muster up 25 cents amongst each other to make him act.
Yep.
Now, he'd run for office.
Good point.
He's the next mayor of New York City.
I was just looking at some of that episode today. That's a great, great episode. All this, listen, I love all the top 5, the songs and the moments and the bands and the all that stuff in the TV shows.
Nostalgia is amazing.
Yeah, when we talk about old times and nostalgia, those are some of the greatest ones because not only are they great, but not only are they great because of us reminiscing, the comments we get on those are the best ones because people can relate because they grew up. A lot of our listeners grew up to this at the same time that we did, and they went through a lot of the same stuff we went through.
When you grew up, when you first started this podcast, that's what it was based on.
Yeah,
nostalgia. You guys were doing candy, and that it was really not that it died down, but you had to venture out a little bit. But that's when it first started, man. When you guys were doing the nostalgia and the fun, because it brought back memories. It's beautiful, beautiful thing.
I mean, it's still like Ernie. I still think it's why we do it. It's why we do. Even just tonight, talking about we don't see each other enough anymore. We don't see all our friends enough anymore. Nobody has fucking time to do anything. So getting together to do this, even just to reminisce about stuff we talked about on this podcast, it's fun because you're talking about old times. And it's jogging memories and making fun of Big Head Billy. It's good times.
I wanted to punch you all in the face during the pandemic when I heard you got all together. I'm like, what kind of bullshit? What kind of stupid shit is this? I'm a personable person. I'm like, this is bullshit. This is all crap. But then I had a taste of it. It's the way of the future. You got to move forward. Yeah. By the way, this guy got COVID.
Right now?
I've been beating it. No, I had it 2 months ago.
What do you mean you've been beating it? What the? Oh, that was your first time?
My whole family came down with it twice. Me and my daughter, we're around the whole family. My wife, my daughter got it. We're living with them. Never moved. Stayed in the house with them. Took care of them. I made them. They wore a mask. Never got it for 2 years. And I've been around everyone who had it. I got it 2 months ago. And you know what else it did? Just so everyone knows, for the record, the whole thing was politicized. I had my shots. I did the right thing. But you know what? I was down and out for a day and a half. I was exhausted. I was on the couch for a day and a half. That's it. Back up and running.
I can't believe any kind of fungus, disease, parasite could live in that blood. How could it be possible? When you got grandma's, Runkle Rosie's, whatever the hell it is, maple syrup.
Wait, what is that?
Runkle Rosie's, maple syrup going through those veins. How could it be possible?
Well, I have the cure for cancer. Come to my house. You got cancer? I'll cure it. No, like anyone who has it. I did not mean that, but yeah, whatever. I could cure.
Listen, COVID's different for everyone. Look, dude, Will is still suffering. Will was in the hospital for months.
Will has been suffering long before he got COVID.
That's a good point.
I love him. Love you, Will.
And point well taken. All right, we're Ernie, number 3.
All right. My 2 favorite episodes were the horror movie ones. I think those were our best episodes. So I'm going to choose one moment from the scariest horror movie scenes. In The Thing, when he takes the defibrillator.
Oh no!
What?
Remember he tried to say defibrillator, and he was the defibrillator.
Yeah. You imagine if you were dying and he kept screaming that in the public mall. Get me the
what does he need? I don't know what he needs.
I'm episode 14.
What number, Ern?
That's episode 14.
What was that one? That was horror movie. What endings? Horror movie scenes? What?
Scariest horror movie scenes.
Yeah. One of my mentions off the hook. Love it. The horror fit. Oh God, that's right up my alley. Loved it all. Loved it all.
I remember. Did you watch that today, Ernie? If I recall correctly, we couldn't breathe when he tried to say defibrillator.
I remember those whole episodes. That was the most fun I ever had doing this show. Was those 2 horror movie ones?
What else? But that doesn't seem like it was going to be the fun episodes. What was so fun about them? I don't remember.
How was it 2 horror films? It was broken up in 2. How was that?
Best horror movies was episode 13, and then scariest horror movie scenes was episode 14.
Oh, right.
Back to back. Yeah, I remember.
Right. What do you guys consider this from Ernie? You obviously remember. Scariest scene. Would you have as number 1? Do you remember?
Oh, I know mine. You know mine, Doc.
Oh yeah, I know yours. That's right.
The blood test from the thing.
Oh, that's
The
great.
Thing. You guys overrate this. You guys.
Oh, just shut up. Thing is great. But I actually don't consider it a horror movie.
I don't consider it horror either. But you know what? Jaws is a horror film.
Stop it.
Oh, I agree.
No.
It's
Jaws
horrific.
is an action movie.
The word
Action
horrific.
movie.
The word horrific comes to mind.
And it's a horror film.
Your ass is horrific.
This is horrible. The guy's getting eaten on a boat in the middle of the ocean by a giant shark. Horrible. What are we going to call this? How are we going to categorize this? We're going to call it horror.
Horror.
I don't know what was yours, Joey. You're The Exorcist 3, right?
Yeah, you know the thing.
Right.
The freaking guy running out with the big scissors.
You guys remember mine? Because I don't. Because I know that's one of mine, but
I don't know
All right.
what yours was, Doc. Was it Exorcist? Something in the Exorcist 1?
well, all right. Let's move on because I don't remember. But I'm
I don't
pretty much
remember
a horror film buff. I just don't. I know Changeling was up there with the ball going down the stairs.
Oh, that
I know.
was great too. Yeah.
A lot of people don't know about the movie Changeling. We tried to tell everyone about it in that episode.
I think we did. I think a lot of people watched that because of that episode.
I don't remember, but
all right, moving on. My number 3. So this was almost number 1. These next 3 kind of keep going back and forth. And Ernie, you got to remind me exactly where this came from because I don't remember I know the episode, but I don't remember the phrase. You're going to remind me in a second. The Billy Joel episode.
all right.
One of Ernie's picks. I don't remember the name of the song, but the doctor thought Ernie. Do you remember the name of the song?
Something
Yeah.
Nevada.
Yep.
Yes.
Something
What was
Nevada.
it?
Something Nevada.
Stop in Nevada.
Stop in Nevada. Doctor thought he said. Doc, say it.
Stop in the butter.
Okay. This is the song whose chorus has me, whenever I hear it, has me screaming, running around the house, having more fun singing it than any other song of his. So this is my own private favorite Billy Joel song. No, it's Stop in Nevada.
Make a stop in Nevada.
Stop in the butter? What?
That's it. Stop the butter.
Stop in
We got
Nevada.
a new TV show.
That's what Ernie had to yell every time he ordered anything at a restaurant.
Stop
I
the
said you-
butter. You gotta stop the butter.
Stop the butter. Stop the butter.
Stop the butter. Stop the butter.
You gotta tell the waiter that he gotta stop the butter.
Ernie, we could do a remake. We gotta record that. We might have to record that.
The waiter's gotta stop the butter.
Please, Ernie, please do it one more time because we were talking over you.
Don't forget the waiter that you gotta tell him to stop the butter.
Stop the butter.
That's the name of this episode. Top 5. Stop the butter.
Stop or stop?
Oh, is it stomp the butter or no? Stop.
Oh, I thought it was stomp.
That might be better. Ernie, stomp the butter.
God, stop the butter on a shirt? Come on.
Stomping the butter. Now,
I'm a Billy
this,
Joel freak. I turned you both on to Billy Joel. I don't. Butter, stop in the butter, and I'm like, stop in the butter.
this went on for the rest of the episode, and it carried over to
Oh.
like 2 or 3 episodes later. Like this episode, we were laughing about it. There was another episode, I think at the end of a different episode, where the doc you're out on your porch,
I went
literally
downstairs.
stopping the butter,
Yeah, I went downstairs and got a stick of butter. It's like my foot.
Of course.
crying. and then I think your dog ate the butter. It was
It's a Snyder moment. What can I
there
say?
was so much. There were legs beyond legs that lasted from that phrase. Stomp the butter. I edited in this like chubby Asian girl like dancing and stomping the butter. It was what an incredible episode.
We're on
You
to
know what?
something.
T-shirts are coming. Stomp the butter
It might have been
T-shirts.
my number one, but
Uh-oh.
it was up there. I had it up there, but I didn't remember how it unfolded. And as I have it on my list, Billy Joel, Nevada, question mark, question mark, question mark. I can only think it. Nevada. Like, I don't know how it started. Now, was that?
Tommy, that was my number one too, by the way.
Oh, was it?
That was my number one. Yeah.
Well, it's not my number one. Joey stole it already, but
I did.
that was number two. But the Nevada, that was our favorite Billy Joel songs because I love that episode.
Billy
Wasn't
Joel
it?
Oh, yes,
Cuts.
Billy Joel episode. Yeah, deep cuts, right?
Deep Cuts episode 19.
Yeah, deep cups. Yeah, deep cups. Like deep cups. Like yeah, whatever.
Deep Cups episode 19.
Deep cups.
That's episode 101.
Well, that was after C cups. If you didn't see C cups episode,
Stomp the butter was. It was.
and that was I didn't
incredible.
want to put up there. It was very confusing for me. I look back at that. It was a very tizzy moment.
I believe we were possibly hammered on all those episodes that we're talking
I
about.
was very bad on that
Yes,
one.
that was a good one.
I was bad. I thought we were going to be rock stars again.
You
Well, you're
weren't
already a
that
rock
bad
star.
on the first
You're already
one.
a rock star.
You were bad on the second stomp. When you went on the porch and stomped the butter, you were
I was
hammered on that. That was a great one.
I was having. Yeah. I'm trying to reel it in a little bit. Keep it real.
All right, Doc, we're back around to you. Number 2.
Okay, make fun of Billy. Big head. Yeah, okay. Number 2. My first debut with you guys. Worst drinks. It was my debut, and I told my wife, give me some cologne. I'm going on the podcast.
That's right.
And I realized I go like that. Why am I putting cologne on? It was a big deal. It was at Liz's house. I was going, Liz,
I
Liz,
remember.
Liz. That's my older sister. I did it at her house. And my God, we went from the cat falling in the jungle juice with the hair. Jungle juice kept coming up. How we used to beat each other up. Best friends. We just drink jungle juice and just turn on each other and start beating each other up for no reason. And if you wore white sneakers, you had to buy a new pair of sneakers. That was it. Yeah, you weren't washing your sneakers. They were done.
Doc, that was your first episode with us?
Yes.
What number was that, Ern? Come on.
Episode 5.
Well, there you go. Doc, when I
What?
sent you the message today, the other
What?
day about 100 episodes, you thought you only did like 10 with us.
I thought I did 15. What? That was number 5?
Yeah, we just started.
You were there at the beginning. That
That's
was
what Eric Martin.
the year 2020, by the way.
That's what Eric Martin thought I was cool to hang out with. Now he thinks I'm a fucking lunatic after I stomped the butter.
Yes.
Doesn't want to know me anymore.
But he still loves you. He watches the old playground videos with me.
Oh God, God help me.
He'll come to the reunion show, which we'll advertise later at the end of the episode.
Oh, that's great. It's no longer. It's going to be playground featuring none of us, but Joey Cassata's band. Nice, Joe.
Playing the part of Tommy Snyder, Eric Martin from Mr. Big.
Eric Martin, by the way, and Tommy Snyder, and the handsome, whatever the other band is, and Chris Jericho, and Tom Snyder. Yeah, I'll just sit in the chair, watch them all perform.
Well, we got to make money on the show. We got to advertise.
Yeah, okay. I know. You know what? I shouldn't trust you on this one.
What are you talking about?
You know what? Eric Martin's going to sing. It could have been you. He's going to start off. I'm going to get one song in. You know what song that is? Happy Trails to You. That's it.
Listen. You'll end the night.
And the original singer Playground will sing Happy Trails as you all walk out of the doors. Thank you for coming.
Acapella.
Ace Feely on guitar. Brendan and Steve, you can leave.
Come on, Ernie. What do you got? Number 2.
Well, you stole one of mine, so you just reminded me of another funny one. So here we go. The playground reunion episode again. Joey was talking about showing Eric Martin My Nicole, and Eric Martin was saying this would have been a huge hit if anybody would have heard it. but nobody ever heard it. And I said, because I'm the funniest on the show, I said, unrelated note, have you heard Eric Martin's new song, My Nicole?
I don't remember that.
If a tree falls in a forest, if no one's there to hear it, does it really fall? Make a noise?
Tommy's singing in the forest, and there's nobody to hear it.
That's great.
And Steve's chopping down trees.
So let me get this straight. So far, all Ernie's picks are Ernie.
Did I not say I'm narcissistic?
You're disgusting. I don't have one pick of something that I said. Everything I have is you two morons.
Because you're not that funny.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Billy Big Head's always good on.
Oh, you can't go wrong with Big Head Billy.
Going to a divorce, and I'm literally throwing darts at his head.
Poor Billy.
Poor Billy.
He texted us. Oh, you weren't on that thread, I don't think, Doc. He texted us the other night, hammered, in an Uber. Right, Ernie? You were on that, right?
What? Why wouldn't he text me?
I don't know. It was me, Ernie?
I'm upset.
Was it Steve, too, or just me and you, Ernie?
My phone's charging. I can't check.
He was hammered, sending us pictures. He was in a cab on the way home.
Can you do me a favor? Do me a favor. This just
Yes.
in. Brendan Murphy died in a car accident outside the Pentagon on his way to work. Can we all just have a moment of silence, please? A moment of silence, please. Just put your head down and please say a prayer. Just 5 seconds of silence. All right, thank you. God rest his soul.
Car accident or helicopter?
Nah, he's in a Volkswagen now.
He got downgraded.
He was on his way to the Pentagon.
But what
guitar do you have on the face of the planet goes, can you make it to a band rehearsal in Staten Island? Well, I got to arrange my schedule with the Pentagon. That's the greatest line ever.
It's true.
How do we get this? How?
I want Brendan parachuting in from a helicopter. That's what I want.
I don't know
for the reunion.
He can helicopter in, and we can rope down. We can use the rope.
Can we? Oh, how good would that be if we all did that?
Yeah, well, I don't like heights, so I'd fall out of the helicopter.
You'd see diarrhea shooting from my ass.
No, you see Joey Cassata and me just fainting and falling through that. Oh, this is going great.
All right, where are we? So we're up to my number 2. I don't know how the hell this one wasn't picked. Again, I don't know the episode. Ernie, you got to help me.
Hold on. I have to pick.
All right, so my number 2, again, I can't believe this hasn't been picked. It might even be one of someone's number 1. I don't know the episode. And I'm not even exactly positive of the quote, but it's evolved. Oh, Jesus, hold on. What's on his shoulder, Ernie? Or on his head? What?
He's got a handout.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I took a piss. This was in the bathroom.
Why is that?
Believe it or not, you know the Saturday Night Live episode?
Oh,
the girl
yes.
with small hands?
The best.
My wife did that for Halloween. It's kind of funny.
Touch his face.
Yeah. I was just curious how long it would take you guys to recognize that. Very good. You're very observant. Go ahead.
All right. So my number 2, again, I can't believe nobody picked this. This is something that has evolved. But when it happened, I could not breathe. I don't know what the hell we were talking about. But Ernie said, for whatever we were talking about, Ernie said, I can feel it in my lungs.
When we were little, the vampires, they would rip out your lungs and everything. These kids, the vampires, with this
Your lungs?
Your lungs are not up here.
Unless you're a fish, Ernie. Unless you're a fish.
All right.
But with this generation, the vampires sparkle.
Rip out your lungs.
I can't breathe.
Rip out your heart.
My lungs hurt. Hold on.
They're gonna CPR right in your throat.
And he went like this around his throat, and he grabbed his throat, and he said, "I feel it. It's in my lungs." And we were so confused and dumbfounded. We said, "What? What are you talking about?" It was, yeah, it's in my lungs, and he's choking himself.
You and 800,000 people.
What was that, Ernie?
I'm gonna guess. It sounds like horror movie or horror movie moments.
Oh, it was,
Those two episodes are historical all the way through. Honestly,
oh, it was so good. I remember showing my wife that, and she was crying. What is he saying? What do you mean he's in his lungs? Oh. All right,
Oh,
Doc, we're back to you. This
oh
is
no.
number one, your number one top 5 moment episode of all time. Let's recap. Number 5, Big Head Billy, Mission Impossible, one of his favorite movies ever, and just ragging on it. Number 4, the Enough's Enough episode, just in general, maybe trying to get Johnny some harder questions. Number 3, I think it was the old neighborhood episode when you're talking about playing with crazy people in the neighborhood, Stewie. Number 2, your Doc's debut, which I believe was the alcohol we never want to taste again. What was it?
Worst drinks ever, and schnapps.
Worst drinks ever, schnapps. But
alcohol.
really, and he wore cologne for that episode. And your number one moment in top 5 history in our first 100 episodes is
My soldiers of arms, my playground buddies, and my manager / promoter was just amazing to see my boys. I hadn't seen some of them in 20 years, and it was just beautiful. You know, it was just a beautiful experience. It was great to be a part of it. It was fantastic. And I wish I didn't think so much on Brandon. Why were you, DeVito? Were you pissed when you thrown out of the band? You know, it's like I threw him out of the band and blah blah blah. But DeVito seems to be like yeah. But yeah,
no,
my
that
brother
was.
Ron.
I mean, obviously, that was such a fun episode.
I never
to
thought
get
anything like
together.
that would ever happen in my lifetime.
Agreed.
Because sitting in a bar, that ain't happening. Sitting over
No.
dinner, that ain't happening.
No,
Zoom made it happen, so I can't.
And not only that, it's not even that it can't happen if you get in person, but doing an episode like that and talking to all of us the way we do this, it's just more conversational. When you're in a bar talking and you're having drinks, usually 2 guys are talking, or you're breaking off into groups and stuff. The way we did it and the way we reminisced, the 5 of us, especially getting Brendan back, which I haven't literally seen in 30 years up to that point.
Yeah.
It was just a great moment. And that triggered, what I was going to talk about later that year, that last summer, we all rehearsed, we got together. We weren't expecting much. I was blown away how good we sounded. I really couldn't believe how good we sounded. I still think, Doc, I told you right after the rehearsal, you were the MVP. You sounded absolutely phenomenal.
You can thank my family. You can thank my family for me singing in the shower all these years.
But the songs sounded better than ever. They just, we were always one of those bands that you can never compare to. Oh, who do you sound like? I don't really know who we sound like.
No clue.
Which makes the songs still timeless today. Those songs still work because they don't sound like anything. They don't sound like 80s. They don't sound like 90s. They don't sound like 2000s. They don't sound like 70s. It's just, the guy.
I had a group chat with I called Steve.
Oh, he told me.
I said, "Let's get Brendan in. You're good with it." And we got Brendan. So we hang out. We tried reaching out to you and DeVito. You guys didn't answer, but we were on the phone.
What time was this about?
10:30.
No, I think Steve
11 o'clock.
texted me. I think it was like 3 a.m, wasn't it?
What's it 3 a.m? Are you out of your mind?
Ernie, I'm telling you, it was in the middle of the night.
Who the hell are you talking to? I had to get up at 3 a.m. to go to work.
I think this is when you got up. You forgot.
I'm not driving around. It was in my car.
But anyway, all of that stemmed. So
3
we're planning, and it's going to happen this season. We are doing a reunion show this coming spring / early summer. We will be reuniting for one night only, doing a playground reunion show somewhere in Brooklyn. Once we have it all set up, we will announce it and advertise it. But it's going to be incredible.
Just make sure it's not on Good Friday, because I have to sing for the church, believe it or not. And 2, I'd be remiss if I don't bring this up. Congratulations to you, Joey. ZO2, the comeback.
Thank you.
Can't believe complicated it can be, how hard you guys are like brothers. I mean, you guys been together so long and spent so much time together. And proud of you. That song sounds great. And also, awesome on the Ace Frehley project. 5 volts.
No 5 volts, 10,000 volts.
Oh, 10,000 volts. I'm sorry.
He's got more than 5 volts.
Listen, I wish the best for you. I wish he has 100,000 volts to shove it up both their asses.
Maybe next album, 100,000 volts.
Oh, there we go. Nice. But congrats on that. You've been very busy and keep it up, man.
No,
Love
I
you,
appreciate it. But we're going to make time for Playground. It's 100% happening this season. It's going to be a great show. Ernie, right? Am I wrong? You're promoting this, right?
I want to ask a quick question about ZO2.
Oh, shit.
Will they be playing more shows?
ZO2, of course we're playing more shows. We have some stuff on the books for 2024.
I know of a possible opening band.
Oh, yeah, right, Ernie.
It would be fun if you guys can do it. I'm in. I'm
right.
going to be there, so I'm available.
You want me to be a promoter? This is what a promoter does. Come on.
Can't get together for rehearsal. We're going to go on tour. Listen, it's over. That's beautiful.
We start
Beautiful
slow.
thought.
We do this reunion show, and then listen. Sky's the limit.
Listen, I am gonna have a new Playground song in 2 months. I already talked to Brendan. Brendan's actually. I said, send me something. So you guys will be surprised how quickly this will happen.
Let's do it.
We'll
record it. We'll do it for the new show. Be great.
Yeah, be cool. Because you can't ask Steve.
Well,
he goes,
listen.
I don't do that. I don't create it anymore. I just play. I'm like, okay, that's good.
Listen, whatever happens. Let's just move forward and enjoy it.
He's on board.
We go straight to Flatbush Avenue afterwards. Ernie slaps the money on the bar and he orders 100 beers. That's all I want.
And DeVito, has he forgiven you for having actually working? Putting Playground on hold for a little while as you had so many things going on, like studio albums and
DeVito's the one that put us on hold. He told us he had to go on his boat or something this summer. Remember? Fucking idiot.
Captain Stupid, the Love Boat.
Come on, here we go, Ernie. You're number 1. Let's recap. Number 5, of course, Dead Dogs. Number 4, your favorite Playground moment. Of course, it's yourself, Ernie, at number 1. Number 3, The Thing, but the classic line of the
defibrillator trader.
The defibrillator. Number 2, Playground and Eric Martin and My Nicole stealing My Nicole to record for the new Mr. Big album. And Ernie's number 1 moment in top 5 history is
it's Stomp the Butter.
Oh, nice.
Ernie, sing it. Where did it all come from?
And Stomp the Butter.
Wait, how come
that
no
was
one
2 octaves above the original key, I think.
No one remembers the line. Nevada. No one remembers. There you go. Stop in Nevada. That's okay. I understand now. I get it.
Should I change it? Should I change my choice because you said it?
Go ahead. Give me another one.
All right.
Keep going. Good times.
Okay. How about this was actually Joey. Maybe it's actually me. But Joey, you caught on and it kept going. We started speaking in drums.
In what?
In drums.
I don't remember.
Tommy had chosen Don't Care Anymore. And you said you had a great drum story. And I said, when you said that, I thought you were gonna say
I don't remember. What episode was that?
Favorite songs of all time.
You made it up.
No,
made it up. That's great.
No, you thought about that. You said, Joe. Well, let me tell you something.
I got a great drum story for you. Everyone sit around. Sit around the campfire, little boys.
Ready, gather around, everybody.
That's the end of my story.
Oh
Everyone go
my
to bed.
God.
You crazy lunatic, Ernie.
I don't remember, but I like it. I wish
Ernie,
we could
you
all
and
talk like that all the
Salvamonte.
time.
You said the same thing. You said that.
Did I?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
said the same thing. Your same reaction was the same. Last year, it just was now.
My number one. Here we go. Let's recap what I got. Number 5. Where are we here? Tommy is revealed as the monster. Number 4. Snyder does the alcohol commercial for Grandma's maple
Rattlesnake.
syrup
Something,
butter.
something
I don't know what the hell it was called. But if you want to
snake.
get rid of your family, you keep drinking this and they'll leave you. Number 3, of course, not a stop in Nevada, a stomp in the butter.
Not a stop in Nevada. Like that.
Number 2, where else are your lungs? But in your throat. I can feel it in my lungs. And my number one moment, and now Ernie, you correct me on this. I don't think this actually made the episode. We had to edit this out because you're a disgusting animal. We do an episode with the kids, Doctor. We're doing a Christmas.
Yes. No, I saw this.
I
thought
might
it
have
would have
put the
been
clip.
one of your guys too about the thing that's going on
yeah.
down there.
So we
That takes
introduced
you guys way back, like
this is Ernie. This is early on, right?
1 or
First
2
or
or 3
third?
episodes.
Yeah,
If I'm
I
in
agree.
5,
This is episode 4, I believe.
Okay.
there you go.
We got
Yeah.
the kids as the guest stars. My daughter, Ernie's daughter. So I said, I welcome Ernie
God.
to the show, and Ernie goes, "We got some special friends here tonight," and he's pointing below. Everybody, welcome back to Top 5 with Joey Cassata. My guest, as usual, Mr. Ernie Palooza. But we also have some very, very special guests today, right, Ern?
That's right. Down there.
We have my beautiful daughter, Angelina Cassata.
My God.
Now, the kids on the screen are below us, but it doesn't look like he's pointing to the kids. And once he did that, I said, you know what? We got a hit show on our hands. We got the right combination here. Ernie referring to the special friends down below.
When I came on episode 5, I think it was, you guys were still talking about that one. Not this. And I had caught because you sent the text out to all of us to watch. I was taken back.
Did I keep it in the episode or did I edit it out?
You edited.
So nobody except us has actually even seen.
I sent it to you guys. I'll put it into this episode. Yeah, I edited it out.
Well, now that you explained it, you can put it out there.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit down because the little windows, the little boxes on my screen is different than you guys and Joey's and you, Tom. Different spots. So with my window, my daughter, it was right underneath. I was trying to point down at the box. Joey's recording. Joey's got me at the bottom box, and Joey goes, I got some special friend. You have your special friend with you? I go, yeah.
Right down here.
I remember seeing it. No, you sent it. I remember seeing it. And when I came on, there was some little bit of leftover from the previous episode you guys were talking about. Pretty funny.
We got any honorable mentions? Anyone?
I said that.
Yeah, we all stomped on. We all stepped on each other's shoes.
Ernie said it before that something I completely forgot about. One of our fan mails that we got. I don't know if he spelled it wrong. I don't remember what happened, but he said Tommy's voice sounds very gravely.
And I said gravelly.
Gravelly.
No, grave. He said gravel.
He said gravelly. You're like very gravely.
I said, what am I two? Yeah, I know.
What am I, a corpse? I'm gravely?
What am I, the crypt keeper? That's what I said. I said, I just got readers done. I couldn't see what the hell I was doing. You know what? I do miss? who's our cousin? My cousin who looked up to the podcast, Ozzy fan. He did. He won. He bought a shirt.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Cousin,
Steve,
Anthony?
Uncle Steve, maybe. What's his
Uncle
name?
Steve.
Uncle Stevie.
Yes.
I want him back for some more. Ozzy. He was right, Joey. I said he proved me wrong. It was Aldridge on the Bark at the Moon album, but maybe I've been wanting to ask you this real quick, off the topic. All articles say that Ozzy brought in Carmine Apiece to correct the drums on Bark at the Moon.
Oh,
I thought he walked in and played the drums, and Tommy Aldridge was because Carmine Apiece was on the Bark at the Moon tour.
He's in the video.
Aldridge is on the Bark at the Moon album. He was correct, Uncle Steve. He was completely correct. But how can a drummer come in and correct whatever he did with Tommy Aldridge? Like, how do you do that?
Well, I never heard that. I never heard that, but it does say Tommy Aldridge played on Bark at the Moon. But
yeah, but
listen,
Carmine Apiece was called in as an advisor. Ozzy didn't like the way the drums sounded. So what did Carmine Apiece do? Did he change the drum sound? Did he produce it?
yeah,
Different?
there's a chance that he helped produce the drums, maybe to get the sounds.
Okay.
Is there a chance maybe he did some overdubs to help,
I
create
don't
a
know.
little bit of electricity? I don't know.
But he was called into the studio to correct Tommy. I thought he replaced Tommy Aldridge, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not sure.
Cousin Steve, you are correct. It was Aldridge and Bark at the Moon.
Joe, aren't the drums already produced in the drum factory?
Oh, good God. Ernie, any animals?
Oh, I
Hey,
can't
kid.
think.
I can say Joey
Oh,
giving
schnapps. You said it in the beginning. No schnapps?
I said it. My first.
Yeah, but that was the first episode. You're right.
The drinks. Ernie first pronounced.
Oh.
I mean, there's probably at least 20 or 30 of just Ernie pronouncing words hysterically wrong.
You need to. You know what? You need to do a cut.
Yeah, if I could find them, there's got to be at least 20 or 30.
Hysterical. That would be a good one.
Thank you.
Guys, it's been an incredible 100 episodes. I'm so glad we started this. We started this during COVID, mainly just because obviously nothing to do, and it was a great way to reminisce and great way to get together when we can't get together anymore. We couldn't get together for drinks and dinner and holidays, and so we got together to do this. And a couple years later, 100 episodes later, maybe 1 million views later, we're still having fun, reminiscing about old times, still talking about some great memories, talking about albums and songs and TV shows and movies, but mostly just talking about our lives together. It's been so much fun.
Yeah.
Doc?
Thank you for letting me on board, Joey. I've enjoyed the ride. Only include me for goofy, stupid shit. That's what I'm good at.
That's all we do.
Yeah, well, the summer songs thing, I was like this. Well, I didn't know what the hell to say. So, my bad on that one. And I saw your review of that. The doctor had too much syrup. I saw that one. But I like goofy stuff. Fun. We're going to take this on another level. Top 5 things you never thought about before. That's what we're going to do now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, things that no one's ever done.
Joey, have you told Tommy about the whatchamacallit, the comment that somebody said about my Judas Priest picks?
What was it again?
Somebody said Ernie's Judas Priest picks sound like three-fourth Ari.
Ernie, I'm so glad you said that slowly because I was going on the highlights again.
Do it again, Ernie.
Okay.
Ernie's Judas Priest picks sound like somebody.
I can't even say it. That's a tough one, Ernie. That's a tough one.
So,
Judas Priest picks.
Let him say it.
I did. Again.
Say it again.
Ernie's Judas Priest picks sound like
Ernie's Judas. So many S's. Ernie Judas Priest Spicks. Spicks. Time against Puerto Ricans.
Sound like somebody forced Ariana Grande to listen to Judas Priest.
Yes. Oh
Horrible.
my
Ernie
God.
Judas Priest Spicks.
That was great. We got so many great comments
Puerto
over the years.
Ricans. What is that? What about Spicks?
No Spicks. Judith Priest. Spicks.
What is a Judas Priest Spick? What is this? Motorcycle gang? What is that?
If we only had the stupid Snackos commercial, Doctor, if you had that right now, we'd all be millionaires. You know that, right?
I destroyed it.
We would have won America's Funniest
I
Videos.
destroyed it.
And we'd all be on an island.
You know what?
Tommy,
I did it to Ernie. I destroyed it by accident, but it will help Ernie because if his kids ever got a hold of it, they wouldn't be proud.
Good point.
Oh, his kids would love
Apple.
it.
That's
Simply the best. And it's new from Staples.
simply the best.
What's
You have
your
a list?
last take on that, Ernie?
Nope.
No.
Mishish.
No, wait. This is Joey's imitation of you. Ask a question. He goes, like, you didn't even do that.
And then,
You just thought like that. But, hey, Macy's, you go like this. Looks like you didn't even do that.
Joey making fun of me always starts with
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. You get to his next life now. Stop it.
all right, everyone, stay tuned for Playground Reunion news. As always, it's Christmas season. You can buy all our merch. You can buy the Ernie shirt. You can buy the Doc Monster shirt. You can buy Joey shirt. You can buy the Top 5 shirt. Go to Amazon, type in my name, Joey Cassata, or type in Top 5 with Joey Cassata on Amazon. You'll find all our merch. We will be back for another 100 episodes, baby. Hopefully, watch this episode. Send it to your friends. I want to break 1 million on this episode. If we do, you guys get the platinum plaques. I'll send them to you.
Merry Christmas to all. I love you guys. You guys. Whoever else is watching. Yeah. Joey, thank you once again. Let me be a part of this. Ernie, I love you. Joe, I love you. And God, all hearts. I love it. I'm having a good time. Great.
and happy birthday.
And
Good night, everybody.